When we are in an intimate relationship, we have sex with someone, our auras merge, there is no more separation, there is no more division, and the person who has more toxic energies, low vibration energies, transfer these toxic energies to the person who has less. In the last 4 weeks, I've been interviewed 4 times by a YouTube channel in Spain, Mindalia TV, 2 times by the Mantra Radio in Argentina, and by Mayra Berenice, Misterios Ocultos, here in Los Angeles. On my subject, on the new subject, I am speaking about healing sexually transmitted energy blockages or toxic energies. And in the same subject, how these toxic energies, especially entities, are transferred from parents to children. What is all this about? What does it have to be? What does it have to do toxic energies, entities with sexuality, and so on? Let's go one step at a time. What are energy blockages? Energy blockages are very dense, low vibration, heavy energies that usually are accumulated in the chakras. Most cases in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, the sacral, the solar plexus, and the heart. How do we know that that energy blockage exists? People who can see the energy, they see a dark cloud because of the pain that we receive. Where do they come from? Let me give you an example. Do you remember when you were in love? You felt so much energy, you could do anything, and you felt a big opening. You could open your heart to your loved one. Do you remember when you had a broken heart? We felt that pain in the middle of the chest, like if somebody stabbed us with an energy knife. We couldn't see it, but we could clearly feel it. And we felt without energy, without enthusiasm, and maybe depressed. That pain is an energy blockage. People who can see the energy, I had the good fortune to know a few of them, they can see it like a cloud. This is exactly what it is. It's a cloud of dense, dark energy that is blocking our heart, in this case, from the energy from source to come into our heart. The same for the solar plexus or the 2nd chakras. What is the purpose of energy blockages? An energy blockage has a purpose of keep growing, making itself stronger and stronger by attracting the same energies. When we have a broken heart, it's very likely we are going to attract more depression, anxiety, and all those toxic energies. And the goal is to destroy us by sickness or accidents. When we have an energy blockage, it's very likely that we are going to be thinking without paying attention what we are doing. Then we have accidents. We trip, we hit our head, we are driving, and all of a sudden we are in a car accident or things like that. Many of those accidents, if not most of them, are caused by energy blockages that are absorbing the energy from us. There is a deep level of energy blockages called entities. There are from small entities to big ones. And in summary, they are toxic forms, individual forms of conscious, intelligent energy that are attached to our body only when our aura is weak. Our aura is an energy shield. It's not just a beautiful energy that has colors and some people can see it. It's an energy shield against toxic energies. When we have a broken heart, we have a weakness in our heart. And we have an opening or a crack where those toxic energies come in. And those toxic energies are energy parasites. They need energy to live. They are not going to eat our food, but they are going to feed from our energy. They cannot feed from power lines and physical energy because their vibration is much higher. So they need energy compatible with the energy that they have. They need the energy of another human beings to live. That's why they are attached. Usually 80% of the cases that I see in my clients on the second chakra, then on the third, on the solar plexus, and then on the heart, which is not very likely, but sometimes that happens. When we are in an intimate relationship, we have sex with someone, our auras merge, there is no more separation, there is no more division, and the person who has more toxic energies, low vibration energies, transfer these toxic energies to the person who has less. And on time, if they are a committed couple, whether they are married or not, but they are together and they are a monogamous couple, they will have the same energy blockages in the same places. That's what I've seen in people, couples, whether they are in a romantic relationship, they are married, they have the energy blockages in the same place. And it's, one of them have an entity which is an intelligent form of conscious energy. They have it both in the same place. If only one of them comes and those toxic energies are removed, when they come back and I see that the energy is again in the same place, well, I know they're in a romantic relationship with someone who brings those energy back. So if you're in a romantic relationship, you both need to clean it. And when you finish a romantic relationship, it's a must to clean all the energy from the person we were having sex with. Whether we were married, we were boyfriends, lovers, whatever. Because if we carry that energy, we are not ourselves. We are a mix of our energy and the other people we have sex with. And this is why monogamy is that strong feel on human beings. This is why a woman or a man cannot fathom the idea that her boyfriend or his girlfriend or wife or spouse will be having sex with someone else. This is why we get so upset. Some women just hold it, but they have a turmoil, a war inside. Because what happened? Their soul, which is our energy part, is resisting to be dealing with the energies of someone else. This is why women are so intuitive, and they will know when their man is having sex with someone else. So we have to be careful. We cannot do that. This is very dangerous and toxic for our bodies, and eventually for our physical health. When I did an interview on Mindalia TV, a woman asked, says, Carlos, I know my husband is having sex with other women. When I have sex with him, I have headaches, vomit, I feel like vomiting, and I feel really, really bad for the whole day. Of course, because even though they are married, our toxic energies are interchanged, but you can live with that because you are in the same level of consciousness. Let's put it that way. But if the man goes and have sex with someone else, it's bringing a new energy that the woman doesn't have to deal with. And she has to, and she feels bad because that intimate relationship is bringing that energy that she's not used to. The reason why organ transplants do not work most of the times, or as a woman asked me, why, since I have the lung transplant, I am having all this toxic thinking, or I feel weak, or I feel this and that. It's because the energy from the people who die is still on that organ. This is why Dr. Oz uses a Reiki practitioner in his operation room. He does heart transplants. So the healer removes the toxic energy from the person who died, so the heart is new without any toxicity and can accept any other person. Can you imagine when we are alive and we are in a romantic relationship and someone is having sex with other people? The person who is loyal feels all this toxic energy. And this is the reason why polygamy or open marriages, they don't work because of this toxicity. Look at your friends. Look at someone who is having sex with everyone, a lot of people at the same time. Today with one, tomorrow with other, next week. You will see that they are not themselves. Maybe they have low self-esteem and things like that. I see it in a leader of a church who decided to have an open marriage. And the wife doesn't agree with that, but he cannot control that. And you see his eyes are like a glass, a brittle glass. He doesn't have a high vibration because in his body he has the mix of all the women he's having sex with. Instead of have this bright vibration that reflects through the eyes. We cannot fool anyone, my friends. Having sex is a very serious and beautiful thing. We have to take it in a serious, with responsibility, not seriously, but with responsibility. So when we end a relationship, we need to clean our energies because we need to have the responsibility to go to the next relationship with our energies, not with a mix of all the people we have sex before. I have a friend who one day came to me. He told me, I feel really bad, I feel weak, I don't know what is going on. So I started doing healing. I saw that he had a deep energy blockage. And then I was asking him, what are you doing? And he said, well, you know what? Temporarily, casually, I came back with my ex-girlfriend. We have sex a few times. And then we were analyzing what happened in the life of the ex-girlfriend, in his life, and we realized that this woman had a relationship with a person with very low toxic energies. So he was carrying the energy of someone else, and that's why he felt so bad. He's very healthy, exercises, eats well, meditates, but he felt all that that something was sucking his energy. Remember, these entities that are toxic individual forms of intelligent energy that are attached to our bodies are energy parasites that sucks our energy. Another person asked me, why, if it's too late to remove these toxic energies? It's never too late because an energy is like a cloud. However, if we let it go for a long time, it's like when you go hiking after the rain, the next day, your shoes are going to be all muddy. So you get home, you leave your shoes outside and you say, I will clean them tonight. And you forget, and the next day you say, okay, or that night, I will clean it next day. And a week passed by, and the shoes were under the sun, and when you want to clean them because you want to go hiking again, the mud is hard like a rock. You shake them and do all those things, but the mud is not coming out. So what do we have to do? Put them soaking in water to soften that mud, and then eventually clean them. With energy blockages, it's the same, energy blockages, because energy blockages keep attracting the same kind of energy and keep getting stronger and stronger. So if you wait a month, 6 months after you have a relationship, that energy will keep getting stronger unless you know how to clean it. The only way that I know how to clean it is by having a deep practice of meditation, pranayams, that moves the energy up and down your spine, cleaning your toxic energies. Or going to an energy healer. So when you go after 6 months of a year to see a healer, well, you may need 3 to 5 sessions to remove all these toxic energies and to cut the energy cords with that person. if you really don't want to come back to that person anymore. So, my friends, romantic relationships are serious. We have to take it with responsibility. If we are married, fooling around, you're going to be discovered by your spouse, and it's going to be a mess. I have many people that I know, they were having affairs, and what happened? It was a mess. If you are in a relationship and you don't love the person you are with, it's better to be honest and leave them. It's better to be honest and tell them, this is not working for me, for much that is going to be hurtful for you, for her, for both of you. It's better to be honest and move on. And like we say in Argentina, mejor solo que mal acompañado. It's like a better alone than with bad company. It's not that the other person is bad, maybe it is. But if you are with someone that you don't feel well, it's not a good idea. Sooner or later you're going to go different ways. Another question that I had is this. This woman asked me, is it possible that I heal from the entities that I have if I have sex with my husband, who is very healthy spiritually, physically, he meditates, because I transfer the energies to him and they're gone? No, that doesn't exist. And I tell you why. Let's say that we have a person that is very clean, person A, and person B has some toxic energies, entities, whatever. You will transfer, or person B will transfer the toxic energy to person A, but person A won't transfer you any good energy. There is either a clean person or a person with energy blockages. So you will transfer some energy, but the rest of the energy won't ever leave you, because there is a cause you have that. Maybe you have a weakness in your aura. So the only way is for you to heal. And if you know you have entities or toxic energies, you have the responsibility to get rid of them, to remove them. Now, toxic energies, entities, are transferred from parents to children. This is another subject I would like to talk, but I want to introduce that idea. They are transferred from generation to generation, and many times we are born with these toxic energies because of stuff that we didn't deal with properly in our past lives. It could be an emotional trauma, it could be terrible things we did to another people, but when the soul incarnates on this baby, usually at 3 months, that's what I say, 3 months of the baby being conceived, that toxic energy comes from the baby, with the baby. So it's a great idea to receive energy healing for you, the mother, who are pregnant, and to heal the baby just in case he comes with some toxic energies. If you have any question, before that, just in regular interaction, the toxic energies of the parents transferred to children. A friend of mine who has the gift to see the energy told me, every time that my daughter goes to see my ex, comes with the toxic energies of all the people this person is having sex with. And this friend told me, I don't care who my ex have sex with, but I am bothered by the toxic energies that my daughter receives every time she goes to see my ex. So this is a responsibility. It doesn't end with the breakup of the marriage. If you have joint custody, you have to be responsible too. I would really hate, if I am fooling around with women, that my kids, who are wonderful, amazing, I have 3 amazing children, will be carrying the toxic energies of my temporary pleasures. I cannot even fathom that. Think about it. Think about your kids when there were conflict with your spouse, how they feel. They feel everything, since they are in the womb. So being a parent is a responsibility. That's why it's important that you plan your marriage, that you don't have a child when you are not married and then you leave, or somebody leaves the woman pregnant, or you get married and you get divorced because you were not meant to be together. So it's a responsibility to be a parent. With my wife, we plan everything. We have our children when we want it. We never had a surprise. I am proud of that, but it's difficult. And that accountability or predictability that we have is because our practice of meditation. My practice of meditation gave me 100% control of my sexual energies and still does it today. So I'm not controlled by my instincts. I am the captain of my ship, and I invite you to do the same. I love you all. If you have any questions, please write them down here. I will love to answer them all, and I see you soon.